What is up, race fans? My name is Owen, and welcome back to the Ben Fender podcast. And in this one, I will be reviewing the Las Vegas playoff round of 8 opener. So, two things before we start. Ryan Blaney was in a backup car as he crashed in practice, so he has to go to the rear. And Jimmy Johnson is back in the car. So, getting on to stage 1, it was 80 laps. Christopher Bell and Tyler Reddick were on the front row. Christopher Bell takes the initial lead. Then green flag pit stop start, where Blaney took the lead when Bell pit, and then Bell retook the lead when Blaney pit. Then Austin Dillon slams the wall, bringing out the first caution, so he is out. Dillon seemed to go down and to block Hemrick, who had a run on him, and they got into each other, and Dillon just flew up the track. Luckily, he is okay. Yeah. So, Martin Truex Jr. ends up winning the race off pit road, and he ends up leading for a little bit. Eric Jones ends up losing a tire, so he is going to have a penalty for that. After that, Tyler Reddick ends up taking the lead, and Reddick ends up winning stage 1. So at the end of stage 1, there's only one car out and 2 cars that were laps down. Going on to stage number 2, Ty Gibbs wins the race off pit road. Denny Hamlin ends up leading as he didn't pit. And then there were a bunch of penalties on this cycle of pit stops. So Michael McDowell, SVG, Bubba Wallace, and Daniel Suarez all got penalties. They never said what it was for. I'm guessing they were it was speeding on pit road. That's the most likely thing. And after that, Chase Elliott gets into Tyler Reddick, who spins, and they end up collecting Brad Keselowski, Austin Cindric, and Ryan Blaney. Bringing out the second caution. Tyler Reddick ends up flipping as he was going through the grass. He hit the infield quarter-mile track that they have in between the front stretch and the pits. So he flipped, but he ended up driving it back to the pits. But unfortunately, both him, Keselowski, and Cindric could not continue, so they are out. Martin Truex Jr. was also involved in this, as he and Elliott were battling. They kind of went up as Reddick was trying to go for a hole. Then Elliott and Reddick made contact, and yeah. Elliott ends up going to the garage, so he could go to the garage as he was on the damaged vehicle policy, but he ended up making minimum speed, which clears you of that, so he could go to the garage and make repairs. After that, Christopher Bell ends up taking the lead. Then green flag pit stop start again, where Ty Gibbs and Ross Chastain both get speeding on pit road penalties. Kyle Larson takes the lead, then Daniel Suarez takes the lead. Then Chase Elliott comes back on the track, and he was 26 laps down. I believe he ended up finishing 26 laps down. It was either 26 or 27. I saw he was 27 laps down at one point, but I think he got that lap back somehow. I don't know. After that, Christopher Bell ends up taking the lead. Then Todd Gilliland ends up getting a flat tire and pinning. And Christopher Bell wins stage 2. Alright, so at the end of stage 2, there were 4 cars out of the race, and there are only 22 cars on the lead lap. Going on to the third and final stage, it was 102 laps. Christopher Bell wins the race off pit road. Then Ty Gibbs spins, bringing out the third caution of the race. After that, Christopher Bell wins the race off pit road. Then a little while later, green flag pit stop start. So William Byron took the lead when Bell pit. Suarez took the lead when Byron pit. Chase Elliott goes back to the garage, so he is basically out of the race. After that, Joey Logano takes the lead. And Joey Logano ends up holding off the charging Christopher Bell. And Logano wins the opening race of the round of 8 and advances to Phoenix. So, the top 5 were Joey Logano, Christopher Bell, Daniel Suarez, William Byron, and Alex Bowman. So, going on to the playoff cut line. So, the one driver that's... the driver that's to the good at the moment is William Byron, who is 27 points to the good. Then the drivers underneath are Denny Hamlin, who is minus 27, Tyler Reddick minus 30, Ryan Blaney minus 47, and Chase Elliott minus 53. Yeah, so basically all of these guys have to win one of the next 2 races to be able to go to the round of 4, go to the final race. But, yeah. All in all, this race wasn't too bad. It was a little bit boring at times when the leader was like 4 seconds ahead or something, like 3 or 4 seconds ahead. It's like, okay, it's going to take a miracle for him to catch him. But it's also turned into a fuel mileage race, which isn't the most interesting to watch. So, yeah, with that being said, I'll probably give this race a 7 out of 10. So it wasn't too bad, wasn't too good. But, with that being said, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you all very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, as well as go check out my other channels, one being my main of Fan Rantan, and the other one being a D&D one that is under the Boundless Shores. Please go check those ones out. And join me next week for the Homestead Miami race. So, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.